Fiber lasers, since they use that galvo head, usually if you're doing a vector cut or engrave, you get a nice preview on your material of the cut or engrave. It's really, really helpful for positioning and sizing and things like that, to be able to have that real-time preview on the material. That particular upside, though, is really just the benefit of using a galvo head. So if you manage to find a galvo-based CO2 laser or diode laser, those would probably have that same feature as well. The small work area on these is a downside as well. Even though you see this large plate here, this machine specifically can only do about a 6-inch by 6-inch area. You can increase that area by using different lenses or having a more powerful machine, but generally speaking, these desktop fiber lasers will have smaller working areas than a comparably priced CO2 laser would. Okay, this is going to be fun. I'm going to show you all three of them raster engraving an image at the same time with time comparison.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So in this next two videos probably I'm going to be building a all-in-one PC and fiber laser. So the plan is to have a tower here like we have a PC tower, then I'm putting a Raycus 50 watt and then also a PC in there that I'm going to build. I've already built it now, but you'll be seeing the process of it. So the story behind it is one of my machines had a Raycus in it, which is this laser right here, this laser source, and I wanted to replace it with a JPT 50 watt so both my machines would have the same laser source in it and they both run EasyCAD 3, so that way everything would be the same across the board. Also the scan head, replace that. So now I have this the scan head and this laser source sitting there on the shelf, and I'm like, man, that really wasn't too hard to replace this stuff. I wonder how hard it is to build it. So I kind of looked into it a little bit and just
Keystone. I can't go by Keystone today. So, get your clothes on and I'll go by Keystone. Keystone. Get your clothes on. Get your clothes on. This way. No, I'm not going that way. I gotta get.
Is there any circumstance more terrifying than when a child goes missing?
This is a horrible situation. Every parent's worst nightmare.
But what if
Clothes on. Sure.
another local teen went missing? Her name is Drea Spivey. Drea's disappearance has never been covered by a single news outlet. I aim to find them and the people responsible for taking them away.
All right, guys, check these out. Just finished these up. And these are my first like small production run on the laser. So take a look at these being cut. All right guys, well, here we are back on the laser. And if you're interested in knowing more about this laser, check the video description on YouTube for information on how I got it.
Hi, so I've wanted a laser cutter for a while, but I have a problem. They cost a lot. Machines that are ready to cut when you get them can cost anywhere from $1,000 to even up over $10,000, which I can't really afford. You can get something like a K40 model, which is a 40-watt laser, and those cost around $400. But for a lot of those, the machine itself is the only thing you get, and a lot of the time they don't come with air assist, appropriate ventilation, or even a water cooling system. And the machines have a cutting area that can only cut things that are about as big as a piece of paper, and they're unsafe, but that feels hardly worth mentioning. But it's not actually too hard to build a laser cutter from scratch, because doing that was going to save me a bunch of money. That's what I did. So I admittedly have a pretty bad habit of jumping into projects right away without doing nearly enough research beforehand. That was definitely the case with this project. I had in my mind that I was going to use a diode laser because those were the only lasers that I was really